Chapter 91. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zhuo Mutang and Zhuo Lengtian, both father and son, were very shocked by the news. Why didn't he hide well before he died? How dare he show up here so brazenly? Could it be that the fragrance of the elixir just now was the top-grade 8th-grade elixir refined by Ye Yuqing? Is she alone? Zhuo Mutang asked in a deep voice. There should be two people. There is also a young man not far away. From what other people are saying, it seems that they appeared together. When Zhuo Lengtian heard that there was another person, his heart was shocked. He said with a trembling voice, Chen Fan, it must be Chen Fan. Calm down, it's just Chen Fan, what's so scary about that? You have to know that this is Tianxiang City, the territory of our Alchemist Alliance. Although we have lost several guest elders, our Alchemist Alliance is not just these few. Now that Chen Fan and the other two have appeared, Zhuo Mutang knows that the people he sent out are probably in danger. Since the other party is a guest elder, the Alchemist Alliance will not store their longevity lamps. The relationship between the guest elders and their affiliated forces is just a relationship of mutual benefit, so there is no such thing as the Alchemist Alliance needing to avenge them. Father, kill them, and you must kill them as soon as possible. Absolutely can't let them go. Zhuo Lengtian said anxiously. Seeing Zhuo Lengtian's frightened look, Zhuo Mutang also frowned. How could his son be so timid? Is it because he has lived in Yaoshan Valley for a long time? Look at how useless you are. How can you inherit the position of leader in the future if you are so timid? In Tianxiang City, Chen Fan can't make any waves. With me as your father, what are you afraid of? Humph, there are so many people here now. If you openly attack, it will be bad for your reputation if it gets out. It will be even worse for the reputation of the Alchemist Alliance. But do you think they come here just to make pills? As long as they provoke us first, then we will have a legitimate reason to attack and will not be criticized. Especially since Ye Yuqing is ranked first, if we attack, people will think that our Alchemist Alliance cannot tolerate other high-level alchemists. Yes, father, I understand. Just as the two were talking, exclamations came suddenly. On the square, many alchemists stopped making pills and slowly walked away. Alliance leader, that's the direction where Ye Yuqing and the others are. What's going on? Didn't Ye Yuqing finish refining the elixir? How could she still attract so many people's attention? At this time, Chen Fan was surrounded by people. The surroundings were already crowded with people, and everyone was confused and shocked when they saw Chen Fan's elixir refining skills. 9 flames were floating above Chen Fan. Chen Fan divided the Samadhi true fire into 9, and each flame contained a material. 9 materials were extracted and refined at the same time, which was something that no one could imagine. It seemed to be at the same time, but the intensity and quenching speed of each flame were different. As each spiritual medicine was extracted and refined, it would enter the 9 revolutions chaos heaven furnace with the flame. 1, 2, 3, everyone watched from the side and counted silently in their hearts. When the last one was extracted successfully, everyone began to get nervous, but no one knew why they were nervous. The 9 revolutions chaos heaven furnace was spinning rapidly at this time. As the speed of rotation became faster and faster, the flames began to become more and more vigorous. In a short while, the entire 9 revolutions chaos furnace was completely engulfed by flames. This is. Look up at the sky. Everyone looked up and found that a spiritual energy vortex had formed above Chen Fan at some point. It actually attracted such a majestic spiritual energy. Could it be that he was refining a 9th-grade elixir? Hiss. Thinking of this, everyone couldn't help but take a breath of cold air. 9th grade. This is a top-level alchemist. The most lacking thing in the entire land of immortality is the 9th grade. It's not that there are none, but it's too rare. After the decline of Yaoshan Valley, any 9th grade alchemist is a guest of honor of all major forces and is very precious. But look at Chen Fan again. Young, too damn young. Is Chen Fan a 9th grade alchemist? Such an important thing, why have you never told me? After all, Zhuo Mutang was born in Yaoshan Valley. Such a strange phenomenon must be a 9th grade elixir. If Chen Fan is a 9th grade alchemist, then this matter is a bit tricky. I don't know either. Chen Fan has never refined an elixir in Yaoshan Valley. Zhuolingtian was also panicked at this time. How did Chen Fan become a 9th-grade alchemist? If he had this ability, why did he let Ye Yuqing join Yaoshan Valley? Wouldn't it be better to teach him himself? Could it be that? Tiandang Mountain, it must be Tiandang Mountain. These two people must have had an adventure in Tiandang Mountain. Zhuolingtian said in a deep voice. Tiandang Mountain. That is a forbidden place for alchemists. Could it be that, they really found an opportunity there, that from the beginning to the end, Zhuomutang didn't think that Chen Fan and the others could come back alive from Tiandang Mountain, even if his people didn't go, the two would die there, sending people there was just for insurance, but now, the two have returned safely from Tiandang Mountain, and even killed the guest elders he sent. Weird, this is really too weird. When I first heard they were back, I thought they hadn't entered the depths of Tiandang Mountain. Now it seems that I'm afraid. Zhuolingtian didn't dare to continue talking after saying this. Cold sweat kept flowing down his forehead. Suddenly, the spiritual energy vortex gathered in the sky, and countless spiritual energy poured down and poured into the 9 revolutions chaos furnace. With the influx of spiritual energy, the 9 revolutions chaos furnace stopped rotating. It floated quietly in the air, motionless. Light. There was actually light. Everyone actually saw that there was light blooming from the alchemy furnace. The 9 revolutions chaos furnace slowly fell back to the ground from the air. Everyone's eyes were fixed on the alchemy furnace, and they even wished they had a pair of perspective eyes to see clearly what was going on inside. When the alchemy furnace was opened, a golden light shot out from it and rushed straight into the sky. Immediately afterwards, a refreshing elixir fragrance rushed out. Good fragrance, isn't this too fragrant? One sniff. It feels like my lifespan will increase. What grade of elixir is this? Incredible, this is too incredible. This elixir is definitely not an ordinary one, definitely not an ordinary one. Nonsense, do you need to say that? Anyone who is not a fool knows that this elixir is not simple. Everyone talked about it, and each of them swallowed nervously, their hearts beating non-stop. Alchemy Gold List Update. First place, Chen Fan, Elixir Quality, Top Grade 9 Elixir. Boom. The update of the gold list instantly made everyone uneasy, whether in the secret realm or in the Blue Star. Everyone knew that Chen Fan would definitely practice alchemy, and he would be almost as good as Ye Yuqing, but no one thought that Chen Fan's alchemy skills would reach such a high level. Puff. Fuck, Chen Fan, you can't afford it. Chapter 92. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Just when everyone was shocked, Ye Tian was the first to react. Looking at the alchemy gold list in the sky, Ye Tian had a distressed expression on his face. I thought Chen Fan would cheat me this time, but I didn't expect that he would change his tactics again. How could he cheat me? He just went all the way. How could he chase the top grade 9th grade elixir? Are you still letting others play with you? Didn't you say you would be each other's little angels? Did you forget about the little angel so quickly? Second place for 1,000 years. I really became the second place for 1,000 years. Chen Fan, you wait for me, I don't believe that I can lose to you in everything. In the next list, I want to be the first. Ye Tian roared in frustration, then took a deep breath and calmed down, although there is no hope of being the first on the list, but... Hee, squeezing out your teammate can be regarded as a little compensation for my injured young heart. Let's do it. Besides trying to comfort himself in misery, Ye Tian really has no other way. Hiss. 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 Waves of gasps of air filled the entire square. The 9th grade of the best. This is the 9th grade of the best. For many years, in the land of immortality, for many years, no one has refined such a grade of elixir, against the will of heaven. This Chen Fan is going against the will of heaven. First on the list of Tianjiao cultivation, and first on the list of alchemy. Is he going to dominate the entire era by himself? Chen Fan is going to dominate the list again. Fuck. Don't just say fuck, are you stupid? Damn, I don't know what to say, only the word fuck can represent my mood at this moment. TSK, this is all within my expectations, not surprising at all. Yo yo yo, look at how awesome you are. Before Chen Fan made the elixir, why didn't I see anyone saying that Chen Fan was going to dominate the list? What? Can't you just think about it in your heart? Do you have to say it out loud? Okay, everyone stop arguing. Don't forget, Chen Fan didn't come to Tianxiang City just for this matter. Yes, there is also Zhuolingtian and the Alchemist Alliance. On the other side, Danchen Peak also regained its spirits after Chen Fan and the others left. The early presentation of the gold list shocked Danchen Peak. Ye Yuqing is actually an 8th grade alchemist. But the shock of this time has not yet subsided. Chen Fan once again landed on the first place, which really made Danchen Peak completely confused. Monster, this is a real monster. And the successful refinement of the top grade 9 elixir made Chen Fan very satisfied. Although Chen Fan has not been refining elixirs, in his consciousness, Chen Fan has simulated it many times. Abnormal. Ye Yuqing knew best that Chen Fan had always been with her and had no time to refine elixirs alone, so, this was his first time refining elixirs, and the result was. Let's do business first. Chen Fan signaled Ye Yuqing with his eyes, then turned around and looked at the people around him. Everyone, let me introduce myself briefly. I am Chen Fan, the first on the Tianjiao Cultivation Gold List and the first on the Alchemy Gold List. I came to Tianxiang City today not just to show my poor alchemy skills in front of everyone. Poor alchemy skills. Isn't this a fucking insult? But who dares to refute? I declare that from today onwards, Medicine God Valley will make a comeback. Everyone, Ye Yuqing is the disciple of the Master of Medicine God Valley. And I, Chen Fan, am a guest elder of Medicine God Valley. Join Medicine God Valley, and you will have everything from 6th grade to 8th grade spiritual medicine and demon pills. Join Medicine God Valley, and you will have everything from 6th grade to 8th grade pill recipes. Join Medicine God Valley, and you will have all the experience of alchemy. You want to become a 7th grade alchemist, an 8th grade alchemist, or even a 9th grade alchemist. Medicine God Valley will help you do it. Anyone who joins Medicine God Valley, as long as they are absolutely loyal, Medicine God Valley can satisfy you with any resources you want. But if someone betrays Medicine God Valley, I, Chen Fan, will not give up even if I chase him to the 9th cloud. Chen Fan's words shocked everyone. No one expected that this name that was about to be forgotten by everyone would appear again. Yaoshan Valley. Is Yaoshan Valley really going to make a comeback? This was once the holy land of alchemists for immortality. If these words were spoken by others, everyone might sneer. Everyone knows that Yaoshan Valley has completely declined and completely disappeared from the public's view, but who is the person who said this now? That's Chen Fan. Whether it's cultivation or alchemy, they are all like evildoers. Would such a person talk big? For a moment, many people have begun to be tempted. Will there really be so many benefits to joining Yaoshan Valley? Many of them are from the Alchemist Alliance, but although the Alchemist Alliance brings all the alchemists together, they develop independently. The Alliance only provides a platform for everyone to help each other. When it really gives benefits, it is very rare. Resources also depend on everyone's own efforts. Compared with the two, if everything Chen Fan said is true, then everyone will naturally prefer Yaoshan Valley. Although many people are tempted, there is still a problem in front of them. Will the Alchemist Alliance agree? Arrogant. Chen Fan, you are speaking arrogantly in Tianxiang City, but you don't take my Alchemist Alliance seriously. Are you provoking my Alchemist Alliance? Zhuomutang's face was extremely angry at this time. Chen Fan's actions can be said to be very embarrassing for him, the leader of the alliance. In front of him, digging his own corner. It's so arrogant. Looking at Zhuomutang's angry face, Chen Fan smiled disdainfully. This is just a way of treating someone in his own way. Back then, Zhuomutang took advantage of the disaster of Yaoshan Valley and was the first to jump out and betray him. He even took away a large number of alchemists and Yaoshan Valley's resources. Later, he sent his son to go undercover in Yaoshan Valley. He actually had the face to be angry. It turned out to be the leader Zhuo of the Alchemist Alliance. What? Do you have anything to do? Chen Fan asked with a smile. Do I have any questions? I should be the one asking you about this. Don't think that I won't do anything to you just because you are a ninth-grade alchemist. Do you really want to go against my alchemist alliance? Zhuo Mutang asked angrily. Hearing this, Chen Fan smiled slightly and said, Isn't it obvious enough? Hiss. So arrogant. He actually admitted it directly. Is it obvious that he is not going to settle the matter peacefully today? Although Chen Fan is good at alchemy, his cultivation, can he really resist those powerful guest elders of the Alchemist Alliance? Stupid, why doesn't Chen Fan know how to be patient? Hey, if Chen Fan is given a few more years, the Alchemist Alliance will definitely be a piece of cake, but now. Yeah, young man, you are still too impulsive, I'm afraid you will fail here today. But I think Chen Fan seems to be very confident. Confidence and arrogance are often just a hair's breadth apart. Having confidence doesn't mean you really have the ability. That's right, Chen Fan is too young after all. People around were talking, but Chen Fan ignored them. Instead, he turned his head and looked at Zhuo Lengtian. Isn't this Dan Yi? Oh, by the way, you are called Zhuo Lengtian now, right? Trader of Yaoshan Valley. Chapter 93. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Medicine God Valley Trader. What does it mean? Chen Fan's words made Zhuo Mutang and his son's faces change greatly. The people around him also had puzzled expressions, but when he saw Zhuo Lengtian's uncomfortable expression, he seemed to have the answer in his heart. Medicine God Valley Trader. How could he become a traitor to Medicine God Valley? Could it be that Zhuo Lengtian, who has disappeared for many years, is actually in Medicine God Valley? And he uses the name Dan Yi? Nonsense. When did my son become a traitor to Medicine God Valley? Chen Fan, since you are looking for death yourself, don't blame me, Zhuo Mutang, for being merciless. I want to see what the number one prodigy in this land of immortality is so powerful. As soon as these words came out, the atmosphere became more tense, the people around him retreated one after another, and the place that was originally full of people suddenly became much emptier. Zhuo Mutang would never let Chen Fan tell everything, otherwise, everything he had created before would become a joke. What? Are you scared? Do you really think you can kill me? Chen Fan did not take Zhuo Mutang seriously at all. Zhuo Mutang's strength was good among the alchemists, but he was only at the second level of nirvana. Chen Fan really looked down on this strength. There are many guest elders in my alchemist alliance. Do you think you can really do whatever you want here? Chen Fan, in another 10 years, you may be able to ignore everything. But now, it's too early. Do it. Zhuo Mutang gave an order, but no one took action. Zhuo Mutang's eyes changed, and he turned around and looked at the guest elders behind him. You guys? Okay, I know what you're worried about. If you can help me kill Chen Fan, the Alchemist Alliance will definitely reward you handsomely. My son is an 8th grade alchemist who can refine intermediate 8th grade pills. How much do you want? I'll give you. How much? Chen Fan is famous. Although most people in the land of immortality don't know what he looks like, they are not unfamiliar with this name. It can even be said that people in many places are discussing it on the streets. If it were in the past, perhaps the guest elders of the Alchemist Alliance would not care, but now Chen Fan is a 9th grade alchemist, and a top-level one. Once Chen Fan escapes, the consequences will be disastrous. Who wouldn't want a favor from a 9th grade alchemist? Although the conditions offered by Zhuo Mutang were very tempting, they were still hesitant. What are you still thinking about? This is the only chance. If you don't do something, someone else will do it. Are you really afraid of a junior like him? Seeing these guest elders hesitate, Zhuo Mutang was also a little anxious at this time. Everyone, I wonder if you are willing to join my Yaoshan Valley and become guest elders. Chen Fan's words changed the atmosphere on the scene again. Cruel. Too cruel. Chen Fan is cutting off the firewood from the bottom of the pot, killing people and destroying their hearts. Not only do they want to snatch the alchemists of the Alchemist Alliance, but they even want to snatch the guest elders. Obviously, Chen Fan's words have moved all the guest elders of the Alchemist Alliance. They originally have a mutually demanding relationship with the Alchemist Alliance, and there is no real feeling. You provide elixirs, and we provide military force, that's all. If there is a better place to go, why not go? According to what I heard, the Medicine God Valley back then did not accept guest elders. At this time, a guest elder from the Alchemist Alliance took the initiative to ask. After this, Zhuo Mutang's face changed drastically. Is he ready to give up on himself? They actually want to join the Medicine God Valley. What was the status of the Medicine God Valley back then? Naturally, there is no need for guest elders. As long as the Medicine God Valley says a word, a lot of strong people will choose to take action, but now it is different. If the Medicine God Valley wants to rise, it must start from scratch. You can rest assured. Don't forget, I said before that I am a guest elder of the Medicine God Valley. So do you have any concerns? The Medicine God Valley has not only 8th grade elixirs, but in the future, there will also be 9th grade elixirs. Chen Fan's words can be said to be a heavy blow. I'll join. I'll join too. And me, I'll join the Medicine God Valley too. That with the first one, there will soon be the second and third. Soon, all the guest elders brought by Zhuo Mutang stood behind Chen Fan. In their opinion, Yaoshan Valley with Chen Fan was the best choice. Really, for Zhuo Mutang's promise offended such a person. Only a fool would do that. You actually. Good, very good. From now on, you have nothing to do with my Alchemist Alliance. Do you really think that without you, my Alchemist Alliance will have no one? There are other guest elders in the headquarters. My Alchemist Alliance still has more than 10 branches. I didn't lose. Zhuo Mutang roared angrily, but everyone could see that he was just struggling to survive. Distant water cannot quench nearby fires. This truth is understood by even children. Moreover, in this situation, can those really be called distant water? I'm afraid it's better to avoid them. Chen Fan, is there any level limit for alchemists to join Medicine God Valley? No. Can everyone join? Yes, even those who don't understand, as long as they have talent and are willing to work hard, can also become disciples of Medicine God Valley. I'll join. I want to join too. And me. After a group of guest elders joined, the other alchemists around also made a decision at this moment. They no longer have any concerns. The current Alchemist Alliance is now a mere formality. Even the guest elders have run away. What else do they have to fear? Tianxiang City, Alchemist Alliance. This is Zhuo Mutang's base camp, and now it has reversed and has become Chen Fan's home court. Zhuo Mutang looked behind him. Except for his son who looked ashen, there was no one else. Gone. Nothing left. I have worked so hard for so many years, but it all collapsed just because of a few words from Chen Fan. Zhuo Mutang, I just took back everything you took from Yaoshan Valley. But, you and your son don't have this chance anymore. Zhuo Mutang, you were the elder of Yaoshan Valley back then, and you took advantage of the crisis to add insult to injury. After betraying Yaoshan Valley, you even coveted Yaoshan Valley's secret treasures and sent your son to lurk in Yaoshan Valley. You have bad intentions. Zhuo Lengtian, you betrayed your master who raised you for more than 40 years, and even injured him. You are so shameless. You took advantage of your master's love for you to steal the secret treasures. You are unforgivable. You and your son don't deserve to live in this world. But God is merciful. I can give you a chance. If only one of you can live, you say. Who should live? Chapter 94. You are listening at novelfull.audio. As soon as these words came out, many passers-by around them widened their eyes. Poisonous. Chen Fan's idea was really too poisonous. Is he going to make them kill each other? Zhuo Mutang and his son also changed their faces at this time. They looked at each other, their eyes full of anger. Chen Fan, I didn't expect that you are so vicious at such a young age. Want to make my father and son kill each other? It's just wishful thinking. Do you really think that my father and I are idiots? Will you believe what you say? Really let one of us go. Zhuo Mutang was extremely angry, but he didn't dare to react. After all, he knew exactly how strong these guest elders standing behind Chen Fan were. What? Don't you believe it? I, Chen Fan, always keep my word. I can guarantee this in front of so many people. As long as one of you survives, I will never attack again. Chen Fan's expression was serious, and his words were firm, but from his statement, it was impossible to tell whether what he said was true or false. Do you think I, Zhuo Mutang, am a fool? You still want to fool me with this little trick? Dream on, we, father and son, will never. Puff. Before Zhuo Mutang finished his words, he suddenly felt a sharp pain in his chest. The originally warm heart felt very cold at this moment. Zhuo Mutang lowered his head in disbelief and saw the half of the sword tip in front of his chest. A sword pierced his chest. Zhuo Mutang turned his head in shock and looked at Zhuo Lingtian with a confused look. He couldn't believe that his son would actually attack him. Why? Zhuo Mutang asked puzzledly. Father, you said that those who achieve great things must be ruthless. These are the principles you taught me. I am not yet 50 years old, and I am already an 8th grade alchemist. I still have a future. I don't want to die, I really don't want to die. You have lived for so long, enough, really enough. Besides, don't you say that you owe me these years? Now is the time for you to make up for your son's debt. Don't worry, I will never avenge you, I will live well. I will never let my Zhuo family's bloodline be cut off. Hearing his son's words, Zhuo Mutang's pupils dilated and his face flushed. The disciple surpasses the master. One generation is more ruthless than the next. Zhuo Mutang always hoped that his son could surpass himself, but he didn't expect that he would surpass him in this aspect. Die with eyes wide open. Zhuo Mutang died with eyes wide open. He didn't expect that he would die in the hands of his own son after working hard all his life and making every step carefully. This was a move he had never expected. Zhuo Mutang fell heavily to the ground, his eyes fixed on the sky. Too cruel, isn't Zhuo Lingtian too cruel? Is he still a human? He killed him just because his father said so. Look at what he said, and he will never avenge you. How can there be such a son? In order to survive, he is really willing to risk it. The people around him pointed at Zhuo Lingtian, but Zhuo Lingtian didn't care at this time. All he wanted was to survive. With his level as an 8th grade alchemist, he could survive and make a name for himself wherever he went. Zhuo Lingtian, you are really a wolf destroyer. For the mission, you can attack the master who raised you for more than 40 years. In order to survive, you can attack your own father without hesitation. In your heart, are there still people and things you care about? Chen Fan sneered contemptuously, but Zhuo Lingtian thought it was irrelevant. Zhuo Mutang had been instilling in him an idea since he was a child, that is, to use any means to achieve the goal. However, Zhuo Mutang did not expect that one day he would be punished. Chen Fan, I have done what you said. Now I am alive, you said you would not take action. Can I leave? Zhuo Lingtian asked with a frown. Yes, I said that I would not take action against the one who survived. Hearing this, Zhuo Lingtian finally breathed a sigh of relief. It's good to survive, it's good to be able to survive. Wait a minute. Zhuo Lingtian was about to leave, but was stopped by Chen Fan. Chen Fan, what do you want to do? Breaking promise? Zhuo Lingtian asked nervously. No. I just want to tell you something. I said I would not take action, but I don't care about other people. As soon as these words came out, Zhuo Lingtian's face changed drastically. He was tricked. He didn't expect that in the end. He was tricked. Sometimes, you don't really need to kill someone yourself, and the Nirvana realm expert behind Chen Fan had already seen through Chen Fan's intentions. It can be said that anyone with a discerning eye knows that Chen Fan will not let the father and son go, just want to play a trick on them in the end. Unexpectedly, Zhuo Lingtian actually foolishly fell into this trap. Bang! The Nirvana realm expert behind Chen Fan was the first to react. Without saying a word, he flashed and came to Zhuo Lingtian's side. he slapped out with a palm and smashed Zhuolingtian's head directly. Zhuolingtian's face was covered with blood, and he slowly fell down with an unwilling look. Zhuolingtian lay right in Zhuomutang's arms. Seeing this scene, Chen Fan said calmly, "Then cremate them both together. Don't be idle in another world." Yes. This scene can be said to make the people of Longwa nervous. After all, they have never seen such a scene before. Nervous. Exciting. Even a little bloody. From beginning to end, Chen Fan can be said to be in control of the whole scene. He did not give Zhuomutang and his son any chance to fight back. I was scared to death. I really thought that Chen Fan would let Zhuolingtian go. How is it possible? Chen Fan would never do such a stupid thing. People like Zhuolingtian cannot be kept alive. That's right. Since he is an enemy, it is best to kill him. What's the point of keeping him alive? It's so exciting. I like to watch such a plot. It's so satisfying. Everyone, don't just enjoy it. Don't forget the business. Yes, 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 Jin Bang, is the time for Jin Bang about to end? It seems, there is still a while, that the audience of Longwa enjoyed it. Aren't those people at the scene the same? They have learned a lot from Chen Fan's methods. Such a person will definitely achieve unlimited success in the future. Everyone, Zhuomutang and his son are dead, and the Alchemist Alliance is dead in name only. Please spread the word that my Medicine God Valley is still the Medicine God Valley that can shelter all alchemists. Once upon a time, Medicine God Valley was a holy place for alchemists, and it is still so now. As long as you want to join, Medicine God Valley will take you in. But if you have bad behavior, Medicine God Valley will never tolerate it. Chen Fan's words were unanimously recognized by everyone. To revitalize Medicine God Valley, it is indeed necessary to absorb fresh blood and more talents, but it is better to have nothing than to have something bad, and we will never tolerate the existence of those with bad behavior. Otherwise, big problems will arise sooner or later. Alchemy Gold List Update. Second place, Ye Tian, Alchemy Pill Grade, Primary 9th Grade Pill. Alchemy Gold List is over, settlement is being made. P.S. Chapter 5 has been updated. I was stuck all night, sorry everyone. Chapter 95. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ha! It was too damn close. Ye Tian sat down on the ground and took a deep puff of his cigar. I was still scared, really scared. Under Chen Fan's stimulation, Ye Tian also planned to refine the best 9th grade elixir, but he didn't expect to fail in the end. Seeing that time was running out, he could only refine the more reliable elementary 9th grade elixir. Fortunately, at the last moment, he finally caught up with the gold list settlement. Otherwise, he really didn't get 6 people this time, but instead capsized in the ditch. The gold list of alchemy was updated, the time was over, and the rewards began to be gradually released. 40th place, Ma Ming, Alchemy Grade, Primary 6th Grade, Reward, 3 6th grade recipes, 3 corresponding materials. 39th place, Su Hui, Alchemy Grade, Primary 6th Grade, Reward, 3 6th grade recipes, 3 corresponding materials. 38th place. As the rewards were distributed, everyone realized that the rewards for different lists were different. The changes in the entire alchemy gold list were not big. Of course, there must be a few sixths among them. In addition to Zhuolingtian, who disappeared from the list after being killed, several people suddenly appeared on the list. However, these people are not the sixths of Ye Tian's level, they are ranked 26th, 18th and 15th respectively. In addition, not all people on the list can gain the perception of the law of the Great Way this time. Only when the 20th place starts, the reward of perception will appear. 3rd place, Ye Yuqing, Alchemy Grade, Top Grade 8 Alchemy, Rewards, 1/50th of the perception of the Great Tao Law, 5 Grade 9 Alchemy Recipes, 5 corresponding materials, Alchemy Skills, upgraded to Primary Grade 9. Finally, the list reward came to Ye Yuqing again. Ye Yuqing did not expect that the 3rd place would actually increase the reward for alchemy skills. At the same time, Blue Star Dragon Country contestant Ye Yuqing successfully made the list, ranked 3rd, and announced the reward. Here it comes. Here it comes again. I don't know what reward Ye Yuqing will bring to everyone this time. All the citizens of Dragon Country began to wait nervously. Other countries in Blue Star were all envious and jealous. Why? Why can these two contestants from Dragon Country always be on the list? And they can only survive. Ye Yuqing ranked 4th, reward, all plants in Longwa recovered 10%, all animals in Longwa recovered 10%. 100-fold increase, all plants in Longwa recovered 10 times, all animals in Longwa recovered 10 times. Plants. Animals. These two rewards made many people more excited. After the ecological destruction, plants have become almost rare. As for animals, although they are not completely extinct, they have completely mutated. Now, have all the things that we once had and never cherished really returned? Look outside. Fuck, they're back, they're all back. So, these are green plants. Wow, when I was a kid, I heard my grandfather mention these things. I didn't expect to have the chance to see them before, but my grandfather will never see them again. Fuck, what a big bird, so beautiful. Fuck, what kind of animal is running on the street? I've never seen it before. Will it hurt people? I'm so scared. Should we get some back for barbecue? When I watched the live broadcast, Ye Yuqing ate so happily. I've been greedy for a long time. Fuck, I just recovered. Don't eat all these animals. Eat 1 or 2, it should be okay, right? It will recover 10 times. When you don't have it, you hope to have it again. When you have it, people often don't cherish it. This is human nature. Moreover, many people have already started preparations. Green mountains and clear waters are gold and silver mountains, but sometimes people have to choose to destroy them in order to survive. At least, many people today do it for survival. Trees can repair houses, and animals can improve food. In this regard, the top leaders of Dragon Country can only turn a blind eye. In the early stage of development, some things cannot be prohibited. When Dragon Country truly recovers stability and everyone's life is guaranteed, relevant laws and regulations will appear. The Blue Star Dragon Country is very excited, but the Sky Blue Star Dragon Country is also looking forward to it. Although Ye Tian can never reach the height of the first place, the second place also brings them rich rewards. Second place, Ye Tian, the quality level of the pill refining, primary 9th grade pill, reward, 1/20th of the law of the Great Way, 5 9th grade top level pill recipes, 5 corresponding materials, and the alchemy level is upgraded to advanced 9th grade. As Ye Tian's rewards were announced, the Sky Blue Star Dragon Country also received rewards. Alas, the first place is so close to me, but so far away. Ye Tian sighed helplessly. It was really a matter of life and death. First place, Chen Fan, the quality of the pill, the best 9th grade pill, rewards, 1/10 of the perception of the law of the Great Tao, 3 immortal pill recipes, 3 corresponding materials, and the alchemy level was upgraded to the primary level of immortality. Boom! When everyone saw the second place reward, they were speculating whether Chen Fan had the possibility to become an immortal alchemist. Unexpectedly, Chen Fan actually became an immortal alchemist, and the first immortal in the history of the land of immortality. Everyone knew that Chen Fan was less than 25 years old. A immortal alchemist under 25 years old, what kind of height would he reach in the future? Unimaginable, this is simply unimaginable. Longwa contestant Chen Fan topped the list, successfully dominated the list, and issued the ultimate reward. Chen Fan topped the list, reward, all minerals in Longwa are restored by 1/10, the land area in Longwa is expanded by 1/10, and the physical fitness of Longwa citizens is enhanced by 1/10. 100-fold increase, all minerals in Longwa are restored 10 times, the land area in Longwa is expanded 10 times, and the physical fitness of Longwa citizens is enhanced 10 times. After Chen Fan's reward was issued, everyone was confused at first, whether it is minerals or physical fitness. There is not much difference between them, but how come the land area has expanded again? And it has expanded 10 times again. With a series of earthquakes, the land area of Longwa has expanded 10 times again, and it is expanding on the basis of the previous 10-fold increase, doubling. now the land area of Longwa is so vast that the top leaders of Longwa feel a little tricky. How to manage such a large area? Originally, other countries were testing the border, but now, I'm afraid they have to take action. Why is the land area doubling again and again? Could it be that in the future, it will be expanded to the scale of a secret land of immortality? No. Aren't they going to make Blue Star another land of immortality? That the latter is just speculation by the top leaders of Dragon Country, but the most urgent task at the moment is to seek stability first, otherwise, there are more than 70 countries on Blue Star, and it will be difficult for them to unite. The Alchemy Gold ranking is over, and the players from Bear Country and Snow Country are eliminated. All previous rewards from Bear Country and Snow Country are cancelled. Cancelled. Sure enough, with the elimination, no matter how many rewards you have received before, they will be cancelled. No, it's not fair. Why is it cancelled? Damn it. Damn it. Dragon Country, now only Dragon Country is the only place suitable for survival. Go to Dragon Country, go to Dragon Country. Chapter 96. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The area of Dragon Country is constantly expanding, which makes the countries that were originally ready to take action suddenly have plans to take action. After all, Dragon Country's current land area is almost catching up with 1/5 of the original size of Blue Star. With another reward, Dragon Country's area will be twice the original total area of Blue Star. They don't think that Dragon Country has the ability to fully control such a large area. Small islands on the sea, dense jungles, these are suitable for hiding and not easy to be discovered. The population growth plan, I'm afraid. Is it really just sitting and waiting for death, that the top leaders of Dragon Country are a little overwhelmed at this time? The current situation is completely beyond their control. The population growth plan takes time, 10 or 20 years, or even 30 or 50 years to complete. I think, instead of them all sneaking into Dragon Country and hiding, why don't we seize this opportunity and use it effectively? What do you mean? They want to survive, but what we lack is labor. As long as they are willing to sign a labor contract with us and work hard, we will allow them to live in the country. Isn't this killing two birds with one stone? Moreover, these people can be under our control, so we don't have to worry about them doing something wrong. Upon hearing this idea, the senior officials of Dragon Country were all enlightened. This is a good idea, but those who are not of my race must have different hearts. If so many people are really integrated into Dragon Country, can they be controlled? I'm worried that these people may not be quiet. After all, now there is no defense of hot weapons. Can Longwa fight against these dozens of countries with manpower alone? Don't forget, we still have Ye Yuqing and Chen Fan. We have obtained 2 national physical enhancements. The physical fitness of those people in other countries is far inferior to that of us Longwa people. As long as we increase our troops a little, without hot weapons, we can use fists. In terms of the physical strength of Longwa citizens now, one can beat 10, or even more. As one rises and the other falls, the physical fitness of citizens in other countries is getting worse, while Longwa is constantly improving. Under this situation, it is really not a confrontation of the same level. Okay. It's decided. All non-dragon people entering Dragon Country are not allowed to carry any lethal knives. If found, they will be killed on the spot. If you agree to this, you can sign a labor contract. If you don't agree, if you sneak into Dragon Country, you will be killed on the spot if found. In addition, strengthen the military force. Increase the number of troops nationwide. How many troops should be increased? 500,000, 500,000. That's it. The changes in Blue Star Dragon Country are huge, and the changes in the Secret Realm are also not small. Chen Fan once again stood at the cusp of the storm, and this time, it was far more shocking than the first time. The first time, he was a genius, a rising star, but this time, he has definitely reached the qualification to be on par with the top powerhouses, immortal alchemists. Even the peak powerhouses of the immortal realm have to give way to them, the entire land of immortality once again became boiling because of Chen Fan. Even the ordinary people got excited. It seemed that everyone had become a participant, participating in the process of a generation of strong men rising step by step. The alchemy golden list is over. The literary golden list is open. Huh. What the hell? Literary golden list. The appearance of the literary golden list really confused everyone. Literary? There is actually a golden list. After all, in this land of immortality, it has always been a place that values martial arts over literature. It's not that it's completely despised, but it's not important. It's never important. Only a small number of people really insist on it. Ha ha ha, the literary golden list. It's actually the literary golden list. Has the era of our literati finally come? I want to see who in this world dares to look down on us literati. We are also people who have the opportunity to be on the golden list. Tianshu Wenyuan, this is a place where literati gather, and it is also the only place of immortality. They firmly believe that words have the power to change the world. They even believe that the power of words is not inferior to that of any cultivator. They studied hard, but could not find the right method, but from beginning to end, no one gave up. The rules of the literary talent gold list are as follows. Holding time, half a month later. Location, Tianshu Wenyuan. Use literary talent to win literary luck, and decide the ranking according to the strength of literary luck. Tianshu Academy. The venue was actually Tianshu Academy. This made all the students of Tianshu Academy excited. Now, it's hard for Tianshu Academy not to be famous. In the entire land of immortality, I'm afraid that from now on, no one will not know this name. After the announcement of the gold list, Chen Fan also had a headache. This time, it's a bit difficult. If it was just Chen Fan, he would just be a plagiarist, and he could recite 300 Tang poems and song lyrics at will, but there is also Yi Tian, and even Yamamoto Takao from the Sky Blue Star Sakura country. If this person knows enough about the culture of the Dragon country, it is impossible for him not to understand these. Is this a test of knowledge reserves? Don't look at me, you can let me kill people, but let me write an essay. I can't do it. In Ye Yuqing's opinion, writing an essay is more difficult than killing people. Forget it, I'll help you prepare. When the time comes, you just need to be responsible for reciting it. Chen Fan was also somewhat helpless, but what is this? If I think of the same thing as Yi Tian, wouldn't this be a collision? Headache. After entering the land of immortality, Chen Fan felt a headache for the first time. It's not easy to be a plagiarist, there is an undercover. Little did he know that at this time, Yi Tian also frowned and looked sad. I regret it. Teacher, I'm sorry for you. Yi Tian wanted to cry but had no tears. He never thought that one day he would be full of guilt towards the teacher. Who would have thought of traveling through time? Who the hell would recite poems before traveling through time? Others don't know, but Yi Tian is not prepared at all, except for some familiar ones. He can remember them clearly, but the others are nonsense. Don't you see that the water of the Yellow River comes from the sky, rushes to the sea and never returns? What is the next sentence of the fuck? No, change one, kill one person every 10 steps, leave no trace in 1,000 miles, this. Why the hell do I only know one sentence? Yi Tian thought for a long time, and indeed remembered a lot of poems, but he only knew one sentence. It's over, this is barbecue. No, I have to ask Chen Fan for help. Chen Fan, your little angel is here. You can't just ignore me. Yi Tian sighed to the sky, and then his body turned into a flash of lightning and rushed straight towards the direction of Yaoshan Valley. Chapter 97. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Outside Yaoshan Valley, after the alchemy gold list ended, Dan Chenfeng and his disciples waited there quietly every day. It can be said that they were looking forward to it. Master, I'm back. Look, junior sister and brother Chen Fan are back. When Chen Fan and the other person appeared, Dan Qi shouted excitedly. I see. I'm back, safe and sound. Dan Chenfeng had recovered a lot at this time, and he looked energetic. the return of Chen Fan and the other person made the people in Yaoshan Valley very excited, especially the senior brothers, who flattered Ye Yuqing. After all, Ye Yuqing is now a junior 9th grade alchemist, and her alchemy skills are stronger than Dan Chenfeng. As for Chen Fan, it's not that they don't want to shoot, but they are a little afraid. Immortal grade alchemists, this is God. In their eyes, this is an unattainable and unprofane God. Okay, you guys don't bother them here. Go and do your own thing. Finally, Dan Chenfeng waved his hand, and Dan Qi and his companions left reluctantly. How is he? After Dan Qi and his companions left, Dan Chenfeng asked. He's dead. The Alchemist Alliance exists in name only. Hearing Chen Fan's answer, Dan Chenfeng sighed helplessly. He couldn't help but wonder, if Dan Yi was not Zwamutang's son, would everything be different? Senior Dan, you are kind-hearted but not too soft-hearted. People like Zwolingtian are not worthy of pity, let alone regret for him. Instead of being melancholy here, you might as well think carefully about the future development of Medicine God Valley. I have announced to the public that Medicine God Valley has made a comeback. I dare not say more in the Alchemist Alliance, at least more than half of the people will choose to join Medicine God Valley. And I have also decided one thing for Medicine God Valley, that is, to recruit guest elders. Today's Medicine God Valley is in ruins and must have powerful warriors to sit in charge. In this way, the villains will not dare to come to Medicine God Valley to do whatever they want. Of course, the position of the first guest elder is mine. Hearing Chen Fan's words, Dan Chenfeng was shocked. Medicine God Valley has made a comeback. And it has been announced. This. Why didn't you tell me so that I could prepare? Suddenly. All this happened too suddenly. Dan Chenfeng was full of gratitude towards Chen Fan. If it weren't for Chen Fan, he believed that the comeback of Yaoshan Valley would not have caused such a big response. Chen Fan, you have a great favor to Yaoshan Valley. Do you really just want a guest elder? If you agree, the position of the Valley Master must belong to you. As an immortal alchemist, Chen Fan is the most qualified person to become the Valley Master, but Chen Fan has no interest in the position of Valley Master. In terms of your feelings towards Medicine God Valley, you are more suitable than me. And I also believe that you hope more than anyone else that Medicine God Valley can return to its former height. So you are the most suitable to be the Valley Master. But I do have some small opinions. Oh. What is it? Although the Immortal Treasure Book is very precious, it is a waste without an alchemist. Instead of letting it sit there and gather dust, it is better to make full use of it. Any alchemist who has contributed to Medicine God Valley and is loyal enough should be given the title of the Master. Have the opportunity to read the Immortal Treasure Book. However, the content of the reading is controlled by you. Don't give it all, but don't give it nothing either. In this way, they will have enough motivation to continuously improve their alchemy skills. For the 6th grade alchemists, show them the 6th grade and 7th grade parts. Will they be greatly inspired and full of fighting spirit? For the 7th grade alchemists, show them the 7th grade and 8th grade parts, and so on. If this continues, I believe that Yaoshan Valley will soon return to its peak. After Chen Fan finished speaking, Dan Chenfeng nodded in agreement. He felt that what Chen Fan said made a lot of sense, but the only thing left of the Immortal Treasure Book is the copy given to you. I killed Zwolingtian. Do you think I won't take the things back? Also, all the resources of the Tianxiang City Alchemist Alliance headquarters will be brought here by the alchemists and guest elders later. I believe that in the next period of time, the alchemists from other branches of the Alchemist Alliance will also come back one after another. If there are alchemists from the Yaoshan Valley back then, how do you plan to deal with them? As soon as these words came out, Dan Chenfeng was stunned. How to deal with it? These people are all those who left Yaoshan Valley in the past. Although not all of them can be called betrayers, they are indeed not loyal enough. When the tree falls, the monkeys scatter. This is an unchanging truth since ancient times. I don't know. Dan Chenfeng thought for a long time, but finally didn't think of any good solution. Don't worry, think slowly, you still have a lot of time. Okay. Chen Fan threw out the question, but didn't tell him the answer. The real reason is to let Dan Chenfeng think it through himself. Chen Fan can't stay in Yaoshan Valley forever, and many things must be decided by him as the valley master, so he must think it through and understand it himself. Are you two planning to leave again? Is Tianshu Wenyuan participating in the Wenkai Jinbang? Although he already had the answer in his mind, Dan Chenfeng still asked it. Yes, you must participate. Chen Fan nodded. Chen Fan showed it very clearly, but Ye Yuqing felt overwhelmed. After all, this thing is not something you can get by working hard. Ye Yuqing knew nothing about her literary talent. Even with Chen Fan's help, she was a little nervous, fearing that she would drag Chen Fan down. By the way, there is one more thing. After those guest elders arrive, let one of them go to the northern border to find Xiantian sect. This is the sect where Yuqing is. Let them migrate to the vicinity of Yaoshan Valley. Although the guest elders are a helper, they are still outsiders after all. If Xiantian sect can cooperate with Yaoshan Valley, it will be really good, mutually complementary. Xiantian sect can rely on Yaoshan Valley to grow rapidly. After growing up, Yaoshan Valley can also get the protection of Xiantian sect, a win-win situation. Moreover, these two forces are closely related to Ye Yuqing and can be regarded as direct descendants. Dan Chen Peak will naturally not refuse Chen Fan's proposal. While the few people were chatting, Chen Fan suddenly frowned. Why did this kid come here? Chen Fan, brother Fan, I'm here. That the voice came over before the person arrived. This enthusiasm made Chen Fan feel something was wrong. This kid. There must be something wrong when things are abnormal. Damn, he must have never been to school, right? Brother Fan, I miss you so much after not seeing you for a day. Come on, have a cigarette. Yi Tian's attitude made Ye Yuqing stunned. Ye Tian was not like this in Tiandang Mountain. Where is that domineering energy? A few days no see. Lost? If you are nice to someone without any reason, you are either a traitor or a thief. If you have something to say, tell me. Chen Fan said with a vigilant face. Can I have a conversation with you? Can I have a conversation with you? Lend me a cigarette. I don't have a link. Don't slander me. Chapter 98. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Seeing Chen Fan being pulled aside by Ye Tian, Ye Yuqing and Dan Chenfeng were also confused. What's going on? What are they talking about? What is a link? Yuqing, are they on good terms? Are they such good friends? Dan Chenfeng asked in surprise. Dan Chenfeng originally thought that the two of them just knew each other, but he didn't expect that they were on such good terms. Ye Yuqing's expression was slightly embarrassed when she heard Dan Chenfeng's words, good terms. Thinking back to the day when he was at Tiandang Mountain, Ye Tian's initial attitude was not like this. I don't understand these two people either, they are so mysterious. Maybe they came here for the Wenkai Jinbang. Ye Yuqing said with a wry smile. Alas, since ancient times, kings have not met kings, and geniuses have been fighting each other, and no one is willing to submit to anyone. I didn't expect that the two of them would actually act out of character, which is really rare. Dan Chenfeng was also full of emotion. The way these two people get along is really unpredictable. On the other side, Ye Tian stopped when he saw that there were no people around. I was wondering if you were following me. You arrived not long after I returned to Yaoshan Valley. Chen Fan asked with a frown. I came here to congratulate you, brother Fan, because I saw you ranked first on the list. My admiration for you is like a surging river. Speak human language. Ahem, you have to help me with the literary talent list. Brother Fan, since we are both dragon people and have the same blood flowing in our bodies, you can't just watch me get eliminated, can you? Even if I'm not eliminated, you can't just watch me lose face in this secret realm, right? Think about it, our dragon country is a great country with so many years of cultural heritage. We are out, let's not talk about winning glory for the country, but we won't embarrass the country. Isn't that the truth? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't. I don't like it. Well, how about I convince myself? Get lost, I don't like it either. Chen Fan's weird look made Ye Tian feel uncomfortable all over. Although Chen Fan had some guesses, he never expected it to be so outrageous. You really didn't go to school, did you? Chen Fan asked helplessly. You look down on me, don't you? I went to elementary school for 8 years. Fuck, why did Tianlangsing choose you to be the representative? Are you discriminating against me? Who said that uneducated people can't be selected? Besides, I'm not uneducated, I don't believe that you really memorized everything when you were in school. Yes, I memorized it. Fuck, you are such a ruthless person, how did you memorize it? Summer homework, the class teacher lives next door. Your childhood must have been very happy, right? Get lost, you really don't know anything at all. Chen Fan also had a headache at this time. He thought Ye Tian would become his strong competitor, but now, this kid actually asked for his help. It's really embarrassing. Well, I can't say I don't remember them at all. I still remember some of the more familiar ones. For example, moonlight before the bed. Also, goose, goose, goose. Here, Ye Tian paused. Chen Fan looked at him in disbelief and asked, no more? Yes, let me think about it. Well. Yes, and there's also plowing the fields at noon. Fuck, plowing the fields at noon, you've been thinking about it for so long. It's been so long, I've forgotten a little. Ye Tian also felt very embarrassed. He thought he was going to be very happy to kill monsters and level up. Who knew that after not going to school for so many years, there would suddenly be a final exam? Who can stand this? Not even a chance to prepare. Look at you like this, aren't you afraid that the people of the Sky Blue Star Dragon country will laugh at you? It's okay, I blocked the picture and sound. Well, fuck. Can he block it? This time, it was Chen Fan's turn to be surprised. This kid is quite something. How did you do it? Huh? Ye Tian looked at Chen Fan's expression and became more confident. Oh my. You don't know this, do you? Oh, tell me what happened. Ye Tian felt that he stood up instantly, and his expression was so proud. Confidence. Ye Tian finally found confidence, so there are things that Chen Fan doesn't know. Chen Fan saw Ye Tian's proud look and shrugged indifferently. I'm not afraid of seeing it. Fuck, you are so cruel, you really don't intend to give me any face. Oh, that's not right, you are not afraid. What about Ye Yuqing? She is a woman. Well, she is used to not taking a bath. This time, Ye Tian was completely speechless. What else can I say? Don't take a bath. A girl doesn't take a bath. How can she bear this? How could Ye Yuqing not feel uncomfortable? There is no way to take a bath, and she can only rely on the body cleansing pill to clean every day. Although the body is not dirty, it still feels unclean psychologically. Chen Fan saw Ye Tian's depressed expression, so he smiled and said, don't be sad. Brother's pattern is not that low. Based on the principle of mutual help, unity and friendship, and never abandoning or giving up. I will copy a copy for you. As soon as these words came out, Ye Tian was overjoyed. Brother, I know you are definitely a good person. Then shouldn't you also tell me the shielding method? No problem, it's a piece of cake. Ye Tian immediately told Chen Fan the shielding method. When Chen Fan heard this method, he was also very upset. It turns out that as long as you use your mental power to connect to the golden mark, and then think of sound shielding and image shielding, that's it, this method. I really don't know who came up with it. Chen Fan thought about it in his mind at the beginning, and these words also appeared, but because Chen Fan was thinking about how to shield the sound and how to shield the image, the order is different, so it has no effect at all. Fuck, it makes me look like a retard. Chen Fan cursed in his heart, but he didn't show it on the surface, otherwise, wouldn't it give Ye Tian a chance to show off? At this time, Ye Tian suddenly felt something was wrong. It was obviously a one-for-one exchange, and he used the shielding method to exchange for Chen Fan's help, but why did he thank Chen Fan for so long in the end? This kid really doesn't want to suffer any loss. He pretended not to care on the surface, and then talked about a lot of big truths to help himself. After he was grateful, he told the real purpose. Did he play this trick on me? Chen Fan, you want to help me, and you also have to help Ye Yuqing. Do you have so much inventory? Ye Tian asked worriedly. Chen Fan looked at Ye Tian with contempt, and mocked, don't use your cognition to measure my strength. Is there so much? I have memorized hundreds of Tang and Song poems, can you use them all? Fuck, you didn't forget any of them? That's impossible. Ye Tian didn't believe it. Even if he had memorized it when he was in school, how could he still remember it after leaving school? Genius, forget it, you don't understand. Chen Fan waved his hand, as if he didn't want to communicate with stupid people. Seeing Chen Fan's smug look, Ye Tian felt his teeth itch. Damn, can you die if you don't show off? Chapter 99. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ye Yuqing was so happy when she learned about the blocking. However, this incident made the people of Longhua feel a little depressed. Isn't it true that some big dramas can't be staged? Besides, there are only Chen Fan and Ye Yuqing left from Blue Star. They don't have the chance to see other countries' contestants. These are too expensive. Before leaving, Chen Fan planned to give some of the resources he got from Tiandang Mountain to Danchenfang. After all, many things are no longer of much use to Chen Fan now, just keep the ones above the 9th grade. These things Chen Fan took out were all genuine treasures. Danchenfang was so scared that he was shaking all over. Such expensive things, Chen Fan said he would give them. Make the best use of everything. Besides, the disciples of Xiantian's sect will inevitably have to trouble Yaoshan Valley when they practice in the future. I can't let you take everything. I'll just store it with you first. Chen Fan said this so that Danshan Peak would not have to bear any psychological burden. Don't worry, Yaoshan Valley will definitely help after Xiantian's sect arrives. Are you leaving now? Chen Fan nodded. It was a little unpopular where the Tianshu Academy was. However, according to the first batch of guest elders who came, it seemed that the Tianshu Academy was in the territory of Tianjian dynasty. The Medicine God Valley is a long way from the Tianjian dynasty. It is still unknown whether the Tianshu Academy is really in the Tianjian dynasty. It is better to leave early. If you delay, you may miss the Wenkai Jinbang. In that case, I will not say any more nonsense. I wish you a successful start and continue to dominate the list. Hey, Old Man Dan, the one who dominates the list this time is definitely. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Yi Tian wanted to say a few harsh words, but when he thought about his own situation, he decided not to feel uncomfortable. Alas, I have suffered from the lack of culture. Senior Dan, goodbye. Let's go. After saying goodbye to Danshan Peak, Chen Fan and the other two continued on their way. Their goal this time was to dominate the Wenkai Jinbang. It can be said that there is no suspense about the first place, and as for the second and third, there is no suspense either. The Tianjian dynasty has always respected the sword. It is a gathering place for swordsmen, and the Tianjian pavilion in the dynasty has gathered many swordsmen. No one thought that in such a place, there would be a place. Like Tianshu Wenyuan, in the eyes of many people, these are two completely unrelated things, but the reason why Tianshu Wenyuan can last forever is because of the blessing of Tianjian Pavilion. Tianjian Pavilion is controlled by the royal family of Tianjian dynasty, and the founder of Tianshu Wenyuan is an ancestor of the Tianjian royal family. As a member of the royal family, he doesn't like to practice swords, but likes to study literature. In the eyes of the Tianjian royal family, this is a complete waste of learning and skills, but he is a member of the royal family. Even if he is a waste, his status is here. In the end, for the sake of his dream, he founded Tianshu Wenyuan. For the sake of face, the royal family had to protect the safety of Tianshu Wenyuan, but no one thought that this seemingly nonsense thing would become the biggest event of Tianjian dynasty one day. The dynasty that revered the sword did not become famous because of the sword, but became well known because of the Tianshu Academy. It must be said that this was an irony in the eyes of the Tianjian royal family. Your Majesty, a large number of outsiders have appeared in the dynasty recently. It seems that they all came for the literary talent gold list. But the scale of the Tianshu Academy may not be able to accommodate so many people. Moreover, among these people, there may be disciples from other major forces. If a fight breaks out, this Jian Yun, the master of the Tianjian dynasty, also frowned at this time. This is a grand event, but it is also a big trouble. Although the Tianjian dynasty is strong, there are 9 dynasties of the same level. Above the dynasty, there are 4 major immortal gates and 3 longevity families. These are existences that they cannot provoke, and this time, there are no restrictions on the gold list. That is, anyone can participate, except for the strong men of the older generation, who will not show up for the sake of face. I am afraid that the younger generation will come to join in the fun. If you are not polite, you will easily offend people, but if these people start to make trouble, who can stop them? How to stop them? Tianshu Academy and Tianjian Pavilion are both in the imperial city, one on the left and the other on the right, one for literature and the other for martial arts, but the specifications are indeed very different. Pass the order down, Tianshu Academy, expand and rectify as soon as possible. In the imperial city, be ready, prepare a courtyard for guests to stay in. The 3 longevity families and the 4 immortal gates are of the same size, so don't offend anyone. People from the other 9 dynasties are almost irrelevant. I believe they won't say anything. As for the others, except for the famous ones, let them solve the rest by themselves. This event is of vital importance to our Tianjian dynasty. If the students of our Tianshu Academy can top the gold list, our Tianjian dynasty, with its literary talent and swordsmanship, will surely become the leader of the 10 dynasties in the future. It is not impossible to develop and become the 5th immortal gate. Jianyun saw an opportunity in this literary talent gold list, an opportunity for the rise of the Tianjian dynasty. Literature, which was originally not valued, is so important. But the premise is that the students of Tianshu Academy must fight for their reputation. It's just, in a world that values martial arts over literature, is there really anyone who is more literary than these students? Jianyun doesn't believe it, so he is absolutely sure. As time goes by, the 3 great immortal families, the 4 great immortal gates and others have appeared in Tianjian city one after another. The royal family naturally entertained them warmly, but these people are not without showing much interest. They went directly to the place where they were arranged to live. There are more and more people in Tianjian city, and even the inn is overcrowded. People often fight for the rooms in the inn. In addition, many people come to Tianjian city for another purpose. This naturally includes the 3 immortal families and the 4 immortal gates, that is Chen Fan and his 3 people. These 3 people have been on the list one after another. Everyone knows that the literary talent gold list must be their next goal. Do you think Chen Fan and his 3 people will really come? I think they will definitely come. Chen Fan and his 3 people are obviously going to dominate all the gold lists. Hiss, it's really terrifying. How did they do it? They can achieve such achievements at such a young age. How can ordinary people like us understand it? Yes, but I heard that the people from the 3 immortal families and the 4 immortal gates are also looking for these 3 people. I'm afraid they will be in danger this time. It's hard to say. If Chen Fan and his friends know the situation, they might join them. After all, who wouldn't want to recruit such talents? Yeah, that makes sense. Chen Fan and his friends have already arrived at Tianjian city. Looking at the situation, they know that they have come to the right place. But the people around are not talking about Wenkai Jinbang, but more about Chen Fan and his friends. I didn't expect that the 3 of us are so well known. Can we make money by selling tickets? Yi Tian said with a smile. Chen Fan glanced at Yi Tian and said lightly, okay, Yuqing sells tickets, I beat the gong, and you play. Yeah. What to play? Fuck, you are the monkey. P.S. 5 chapters are finished, and I almost got stuck again. I went to bed happily. Good night everyone. Chapter 100. You are listening at novelfull.audio. We are people of status. Why are there so many people? I can't even find an inn. Chen Fan and his companions searched for several inns, but in the end they came to only one conclusion, full. Isn't it? that the people in this land of immortality are all so cultured? So many people are here, that Ye Tian felt that this was not the land of immortality he knew. The people in this world cannot be said to be illiterate, but most people study only for the purpose of cultivation. Studying is only an auxiliary, so that you don't even recognize the words on the martial arts. There are not many people who really study literature. But a list of literary talents actually gathers so many people. And as far as the current situation is concerned, people are still rushing here in an endless stream. I'm afraid that Tianjin City will be overcrowded. There are no conditions for this time's literary talent gold list, and everyone can participate. The temptation brought by the previous 2 gold lists has made many people covetous for a long time. Now that there is an opportunity, how can we miss it? Chen Fan knew it would be like this, and Ye Tian knew it too, but Ye Tian was used to complaining. When I was looking for an inn just now, didn't I hear that the Tianjin royal family also arranged a special residence? Why don't we go to the royal family? Ye Yuqing asked. The place arranged by the royal family is now occupied by the 3 major immortal families and the 4 major immortal gates. I heard that people from other dynasties have almost arrived. This place is not peaceful. If we go there, I'm afraid there will be trouble. Ye Tian also heard the news, but in his opinion, the identities of Chen Fan and the other 3 are more sensitive. If it is exposed, someone will definitely come to the door, whether it is to win over or test. It is not easy anyway. Ye Tian has been wandering around the land of immortality. On the one hand, he wanted to improve his own strength, and on the other hand, he was unwilling to get entangled with these people. Ye Tian, you have been in the land of immortality for so long, don't you have any power behind you? Chen Fan glanced at Ye Tian. With this kid's character, it is impossible that he has no trump cards. Of course not, I am just a free and easy person, unrestrained. Ye Tian answered very straightforwardly, but Chen Fan did not believe it. How could there be no trump cards? This kid just didn't say it. Well, free and easy, then why are you following me? Chen Fan's words made Ye Tian look depressed. Is it okay not to follow? Although Ye Tian got a copy of the poem copied by Chen Fan, he always felt that Chen Fan had kept a hand. He must follow well. If there is an unexpected situation, he may be able to help himself. Then shall we go to the royal family next? Ye Yuqing asked curiously. Before we go, Ye Tian, you know a lot. First tell me, how many real forces there are in the land of immortality, and how strong they are. Ye Tian nodded. He also knew that Chen Fan came from the north, and that broken place. Ye Tian had never heard of it before. You can imagine how remote it is. You should know about the 3 great immortal families and the 4 great immortal sects, and now you know about the 10 great dynasties. In terms of level, the 10 great dynasties are the lowest, and the 3 great immortal families and the 4 great immortal sects are almost on par with each other. Of course, there are many other forces, but they cannot compare with these in terms of specifications. For example, the special forces such as the Beast Tamer clan and the Weapon Refining sect, their functions are mostly auxiliary. In fact, these auxiliary forces, Yaoshan Valley ranked first in the past, and could even be on par with the 3 great immortal families. But now it has become lonely. As for strength, to become one of the 10 great dynasties, there must be at least 1 immortal realm strongman in charge. As for the 3 great immortal families and the 4 great immortal sects, there are more immortal realm strongmen. By the way, there is actually another realm above the immortal realm, but few people mention it. Above the immortal realm, ascend to the immortal realm. Ascend to the immortal realm? Ascend to the immortal palace? Is there any relationship between the 2? I remember you mentioned the Ascension Palace to me. Could it be that the existence of the Ascension Palace is related to the Ascension Realm? Chen Fan asked. I suspect it is, but I don't know the details. The Ascension Palace is too mysterious. I only got to know some information by chance. Ye Tian didn't know much, but he only knew that the Ascension Palace seemed to be very interested in super geniuses. Ye Tian, Chen Fan, and even Ye Yuqing might all be among the targets of the Ascension Palace. Well, it seems quite it's complicated. Let's go. If we don't want to sleep on the street, we can only go to the royal family. With our identities, we can't rob one, right? Chen Fan said lightly. Identity? What's our identity? Ye Tian asked curiously. Hey, why are you leaving? Wait for me. Seeing that Chen Fan and Ye Yuqing didn't pay any attention to him at all, Ye Tian was also a little depressed. Did he say anything wrong? Oh, it's really boring. The 3 immortal families, the 4 immortal gates, and the people from the other 9 dynasties have arrived. Do we still need to stay here? There are not many people here. Is it worth receiving us? That the 9th prince of the Tianjian dynasty was lying on the chair board at this time, with a very depressed expression. Old 9, this is an order from your father himself. You princes, 1 day each, no one can refuse. It's just 1 day, bear with it. A middle-aged man next to him gave some advice. Uncle San Huang, you are a prince after all, and I am a prince. It's too boring for the 2 of us to stay here, isn't it? Besides, almost everyone who should come has come, aren't we just wasting time? Is there anyone else worthy of our Tianjian dynasty to receive? The 9th prince said helplessly, be careful with your words. Old 9, you have to know that there are people outside the sky and outside the people, and there are also those independent strong men without sections. The strength of these people may even be above the ancestors, and they must not be offended. You better keep your eyes open. If you really offend someone, your father will not forgive you. Prince Jinfei said with a serious expression. Hearing what the 3rd uncle said, the 9th prince nodded helplessly. 3rd uncle, why don't you tell me about your travels around the world? I heard that you were very romantic when you were out there. The 9th prince was bored and could only tease his 3rd uncle. You little brat, did you hear it from your father? Your father was much more romantic than me, otherwise, how could you have so many brothers and sisters? Look at me, your 3rd uncle, how many children do I have? Oh, 3rd uncle, aren't you bored? Tell me, I like to listen to your stories. Seeing the 9th prince like this, Jianfei nodded helplessly. Okay, then I'll tell you. Jianfei talked about his past travel life, which was very novel and full of yearning for the 9th prince. After all, the 9th prince was from the Tianjian dynasty, but he had not traveled all over the country and had not been out of the imperial city many times. You too, is this the place where the royal family arranges to receive guests? The 9th prince was just listening to the excitement, but was interrupted by this sudden voice, and immediately got angry. Damn, what the hell, get out. The 9th prince cursed habitually.